Welcome to your Rise and Shine Yoga Nidra practice. Find a comfortable way to lie down, preferably on your back as if you were in Shavasana, with your arms and your legs uncrossed, palms open, feet falling open, eyes closed, and maybe even covered if the sun is shining in your windows, like the sun is shining in my windows here in the yurt. Take a big breath in and sigh it out. Feel the weight of your body being held by the earth, really dumping all of your weight down into the earth and feeling how it reaches back up to hold you. And so begins the practice of Yoga Nidra. Release the control of your breath so that your breath is simply moving in and out of your body as if you are being breathed. Notice how easy, relaxing, and enjoyable your inhales and your exhales are. And the next time that you inhale, your breath carries with it your sankalpa. Your sankalpa is an intention, a mantra. It's a wish stated in present time in positive language, beginning with the words, I am. What's there for you? I am. Fill in the blank. And if there's not a sankalpa there for you this morning, try on I am alive. I am alive. Repeat your sankalpa to yourself 3 times and feel it being absorbed into your entire being. It becomes a part of you, and you become a part of it. Trust that your sankalpa will continue to be with you, even when your attention is no longer upon it. And let it disappear and return to the ease of your breath. The next time that you inhale, a ray of sunlight travels from the sun directly down to the center of your forehead. And this ray of sunlight warms the center of your forehead. And as it moves throughout your body, your attention is going to follow it. This ray of sunlight moves across the front of your face to the center of your throat, warming the center of your throat. This ray of sunshine moves across your right collarbone to your right shoulder joint, travels down your right arm to your right elbow joint, and down to your right wrist joint. This ray of sunshine appears at the tip of your right thumb, tip of your right index finger, middle finger, ring finger, pinky finger. This ray of sunlight travels back up to the center of your right wrist, up to the center of your right elbow, up to the center of your right shoulder, and back across to the center of your throat. The ray of sunshine travels across the left collarbone to your left shoulder joint, and down to your left elbow joint, down to your left wrist joint. The ray of sunlight appears at the tip of your left thumb, left index finger, middle finger, ring finger, pinky finger. The ray of sunlight travels back up to your left wrist, back up to the center of your left elbow, back up to the center of your left shoulder, across the left collarbone, back to the center of the throat. The ray of sunlight travels down to the center of your chest. It moves across to right nipple, back to the center of your chest, across to left nipple, back to the center of your chest. The ray of sunlight travels down to your solar plexus, warming the entirety of your rib cage, and down through your abdominals to the lower belly, just below the navel. Travels down to your pelvic bowl. The ray of sunlight travels across to your right hip joint, warming down your right thigh to your right knee joint, and down your right shin to your right ankle joint. It lights up the tip of your right big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, right pinky toe. The ray of sunlight travels back up to the center of your right ankle, back up your lower right leg to the center of your right knee, back up your right thigh to the center of your right hip, and through to your pelvic bowl. The ray of sun travels across to your left hip joint, down your left thigh to your left knee joint, down your left shin to your left ankle joint. The ray of sun warms the tip of your left big toe, second toe, third, fourth, and left pinky toe. The ray of sun travels back up to the center of your left ankle and up again to the center of your left knee, up again to the center of your left hip, and back through to your pelvic bowl. The ray of sunlight warms your pelvic bowl, and as it heats up, it rises just below your navel and up again, warming your torso to your solar plexus, and up again, warming your chest cavity to the center of your heart. It rises up, up, up to the center of your throat, and up again, back to the center of your forehead. This ray of sunlight sinks from the center of your forehead into the center of your brain, where it lights up your third eye, pineal gland, your center of dreaming, imagination, and knowing. This ray of light travels from the center of your brain straight up through the crown of your head. And you are now showered in sunlight. Feel the warmth of the sun across your front, back, and sides, the warmth of your sun surrounding your whole body. And follow that first ray of sunlight back to the center of your forehead, where it sinks into the center of your brain and travels down to the center of your heart and back to the center of your brain and out to the center of your forehead, to the center of your brain, to the center of your heart, center of your brain to the center of your forehead. Breathe this ray of light between these points, feeling that you can melt away any barriers, any blockages between knowing, seeing, and feeling. And this pattern reminds you that you are already whole, that you are perfect. Your attention is still present upon my voice. We are going to try feeling different opposite words. I'll say a word, you'll feel it. I'll ask you to let it go, and it will disappear completely. Let's try. Try feeling dark. What does dark feel like? The absence of light, dark. What does dark feel like? Dark. Let yourself feel dark. Dark. And let go of dark and try feeling light. What does light feel like? Feel light, bright light, sunlight, feel light. What does light feel like? Light. Let go of light, let it completely disappear, it's gone. Your attention comes back to forehead, center of the brain, heart, center of the brain, forehead, center of the brain, heart, center of the brain, forehead. This pattern reminding you that you are already whole, that you are already perfect. Let's try those opposites again. Feel dingy. What does dingy feel like? Dingy. Dingy. Let yourself feel dingy. Dingy. Now let it go. Let dingy go completely. It disappears. It's gone. Feel radiant. Radiant. What does radiant feel like? Feel radiant. You are radiant. Feel radiant. And allow the feeling of radiance to build within you. Becomes brighter and brighter and lighter, filled completely with sunlight, radiance. What does it feel like to be radiant? Embody it. You are radiant. Notice the feeling that lives within radiance, joy, bliss, love, radiant. Within this light inside of you, notice how bright you are, that you can see all of your insides, your entire interior world lit up for you. Begin to explore, walking around your interior world. Notice how big it is. It goes on and on forever and ever, and it is brightly lit. What's there for you? Is it a scene from nature? A home? Rib cage and heart? What's there for you as you explore your interior world? Watch as it becomes brighter and brighter, clearer and clearer. What's there for you? What lives within your radiant interior world? What lives within this brightness? As you continue to explore this vast, bright space, you notice that in the center of it all is the sun. And as you get closer to the sun, you shade your eyes, but notice that you're able to look at the sun. And in the center of the sun, swirling within its fires and heat, there is a message written there for you. This is the message that you need for today to create aliveness and radiance. It's written right there for you. Read it. What does it say? Allow this message from the sun to inform the way that you are going to move through today. Notice the feeling that it evokes within you, joy and bliss, excitement for the day, so much so that you begin to notice your breath once again. Your breath is light and bright and so easy. And the next time you breathe in, your breath carries with it your sankalpa. It's been with you all along. I'm alive. I am radiant. I am bright. I am light. I am the sun. I am alive. Let the feeling of your breath become physical. feeling the boundaries of lungs and rib cage and skin and diaphragm. And it is this feeling of breathing that begins to wake you up. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, let your head roll from side to side. And you begin to wake up, alive, bright, light, the sun. Make your way over onto one side. And as you find your one side, can you remember the message that was written in the sun for you? What was it? And if you were in and out of consciousness and perhaps you missed the message, trust that at some point in time today you will remember. In a daydream, in a song that comes on the radio, in something someone says to you, you will remember. And so concludes the practice of Yoga Nidra. Press yourself up to sit. And once you're sitting, your hands come onto your heart or in front of your heart. Notice that there's still a gentle glow in your heart. The shine in your eyes and the light in your smile, you're going to blind people today with your radiance. Thank you so much.